Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Planning Commission for the City of Yukon for February. We'd like to begin our meeting tonight with the invocation given by Commissioner Smeisterla and the flag salute given by the Commissioner Doggett. Please stand.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here together and allowing us to be involved in our wonderful city of Yukon. Give us the intelligence to do the right thing, to enhance our city for our citizens, because they really depend on us, and that's what we're here for. So give us the information and what we need to make our decisions tonight. Thank you for all that you've done for us, and God bless all of our servicemen. Take care of them and our officers, our police officers and firefighters, because they're all here for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the roll call, please.
Terry Beaver,
Here.
Erlene Maestrala,
Here.
Robert Davis,
Here.
Bob Doggett,
Here.
Larry Taylor.
Here. Item 1 is approval of the minutes of the January 14th meeting. Do we have any corrections, additions, or do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion approved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and second. Is there any discussion on the minutes? Call the roll, please.
Larry Taylor,
Yes.
Bob Doggett,
Yes.
Robert Davis,
Yes.
Erlene Maestrala,
Yes.
Terry Beaver.
Yes.
Item 2 is the visitor section. If there's anyone here who'd like to address the commission about something that's not an agenda item, please step to the microphone, do so at this time. Seeing none, we will proceed with item 3. This is consideration of an application by Brian Berger of Berger Engineering on behalf of Aldi Food Market for a curb cut located in Oklahoma City, 935 Cemetery Road, southwest corner of Northwest 10th Street and Garth Brooks Boulevard. I believe we're actually okaying the one that's on 10th Street. Is that right, sir?
That is correct. The only one on 10th Street is the one we're reviewing for the curb cut.
So actually, this is not correct here, 935 Cemetery Road. It would be something on 10th, wouldn't it?
Well, the address of the structure would be off of Cemetery Road. That's why we referenced to that.
Okay,
The driveway is actually located on 10th Street.
but the driveway is on 10th Street. Do I have anyone here from the, okay? You introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Heather Rimmer. I'm a director of real estate for Aldi Grocery Stores. Brian couldn't be here tonight, so if you guys have any questions, I can try my hardest to answer them. But I know we did a traffic impact analysis on the site, and it was determined that the impact of Aldi would not detriment the intersection. And actually, with what we have planned with putting that drive-in on 10th, it will be a mutual access drive for the property that's further down also. So it will really lessen the amount of curb cuts that are going to probably end up being on the street itself, because that road is half on our property and half on the neighbor's property. So it will be a shared drive for both sites.
Another commercial site to the,
Well, they're going to eventually, they're going to sell that property too. The people that own everything, the site that we're going on also.
on the south side there, Oklahoma
Yeah.
City side?
Yeah.
How many acres are involved in the Aldi store here?
Ooh, you would ask me that question. It's around 2. It's around 2 acres.
2 acres.
Yeah, that's always what we purchase, so.
So it's going to remove that home that's there?
No, that home will stay until they end up selling the rest of the property, which I probably think is going to happen pretty quick after we start developing that corner and get the infrastructure and the roads that go around our property in. But the only thing that will actually be removed right now is the shed in the back, because it's about 7/8 on our property. So the seller's going to remove that shed, and then we'll go on the hard corner.
come we didn't buy land in Yukon?
Actually, I'm actually the one that picks all the sites, and I'm actually from this area, so I know the market pretty well. The way we do our trade area analysis right now, there's not enough people. We have to get this far out to be able to put a new store in with everything we currently have right now. So we like to do ground ups. So we've been looking in Yukon and kind of this market for a long time. I really thought it was in Yukon until we actually did the deal. We just missed it, but
Yeah.
we call it our Yukon store for now. That I know that doesn't help, but
Well-
eventually, I mean, if this store does what I hope it does, there could be what we call, you know, a between store to fill the market in. But right now, with populations and everything, we have to get that far away to be able to put in another store. So,
I know the people on the east side of Yukon were sure hoping to get
yeah.
a store on that side of town.
Yeah, that kind of impedes upon another market we're trying to get into, and then 2 markets we're already in. So it's just kind of the demographics and
I see.
the circles I have to do on maps. So
Well,
maybe one day, if they do as well as I hope they do. So
it will do well.
yeah, I
mean-
think it will too. I think it will too.
It will do well here.
Yeah.
Although we're kind of the grocery store capital of central Oklahoma.
You guys have quite a few.
We do have quite a few. Any of the commissioners have a question on the study or anything for this young lady? And staff, as I understand it, just to get it on the record, that you are satisfied with this study, that the curb cut on Northwest 10th will not impede or be detriment to Yukon.
Yes, the city engineer has reviewed the analysis, the traffic analysis, and he was in agreement with the traffic analysis. So, yes, we're in agreement with what they're proposing.
Okay. Anyone have anything at all? Well, we have 3 proposed motions back here, and if the committee is in agreement, or the commissioners, well then the first one would be the one that someone should make a motion on if we choose to do so.
And actually, there are 3, you know, I've told you, item 1's probably the finding you want to use. The reason I kind of mentioned that is the city of Oklahoma City is actually looking at the driveway as well for the emergency access for their vehicles. That's something that we normally don't do when it's not in our city limits, and that's one of the reasons I kind of mentioned you probably want to just use the finding of fact finding 1 for that. But she's actually wrote out, you got 3 findings, and you use which ones you feel like are correct.
I just was thinking that we'll have tanker trucks going in to fill the filling station. We'll have transport trucks coming in with cars for Cooper, and we'll have semi-trailer trucks coming in there with groceries for Aldi, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be quite a busy area.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully, they all won't show up at the same
Same
time.
I have a question about the, probably not, or the South Drive. You're showing a property line down the center line.
Yeah.
How are you gonna build the whole driveway?
We're building it. It's part of the contract. We're building the whole entire road and paying for it.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have the right-of-way
Yeah.
on the other property that you don't
Yes.
own? Okay.
Yeah, we'll have cross-access agreements done between us and the seller. And eventually, like I said, they hope to have a bigger development on that whole corner. So being that we're the first people, we bear the brunt of the road to get in and out. So we're willing to do that to get on the corner.
Has this already been through the Oklahoma City Planning Commission?
We didn't need to. So, I mean, just that curb cut just needed to come here. We have our plans and everything turned into the city already and have gone through, I believe, 2 rounds of comments. So we're almost done.
So the zoning was okay in Oklahoma City?
Uh-huh.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. In fact, we hope to start construction here in the next month, if everything goes as I hope.
And when do you think you'd be open?
We're trying to open this fall, probably in November, pending everything happens how it needs to.
About how many square feet is that store gonna be?
We're 16,399 square feet. So it's not huge. Our sales floor is around 10,000. and the rest is back room and cooler freezer.
Is it, as Aldi stores go, is that the average size store?
Yeah, that's our prototype. That's where we're putting in everywhere, no matter where we go in right now. The only difference we ever have is if we go into a lease facility and we have to take more, but we still have our sales floor the same size. So it just ends up we have a bigger back room.
So is the closest Aldi store the one at 23rd and Rockwell?
The 23rd MacArthur, yeah.
MacArthur?
Yeah, but yeah, kind of between Rockwell and MacArthur, yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
Okay.
And you had mentioned, sorry, just to add on about the deliveries. We only get about 5 deliveries a week, depending on the sales of the store, and they all come from our distribution center in Denton, Texas. So for traffic and transportation and everything else, they're typically gonna come probably in the middle of the night. All the drivers, like, we don't have separate delivery trucks for every single, because we don't have Coke, we don't have all those different deliveries. So they're all gonna come in from the distribution center, be dropped off, and then they take off and leave. So it's kind of a nice thing for cities and developments and everything else that we go into, is we don't really impede as far as big tanker traffic, stuff like that. Those semis really typically always come in the middle of the night. And then the milk delivery is the one that comes separately, because that comes from a local dairy here, so.
Well, if there's no further questions, I'd be open to a motion.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay,
In the case of the request by Berger Engineering to review the proposed driveway locations for the proposed Aldi food store development, we have read the staff report and received testimony at the public hearing. We find ourselves in agreement with staff findings, including all plans and attachments cited in the staff reports. I move that this item be approved with the following findings. The distance of the proposed curb cuts is sufficient from the center line of the intersection of Northwest 10th Street and Cemetery Road.
is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
A motion and a second, further discussion? Questions? Call the roll, please.
Terry Beaver,
Yes.
Bernice Westfalen,
Yes?
Robert Davis,
Yes.
Bob Dockett,
Yes.
Larry Taylor.
Yes. Thank you. Welcome to our community.
I have one question, but it's off the record, can we? We're not through, are we?
Go right ahead.
The hours of the store?
We're open from 9 to 9,
Okay.
and then on Sunday, I'm sorry, I'm not, so I think it's 10 to 7, I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any new business, sir? No new business? All right. Open discussion. Does the staff, Cindy, do you have anything on this? Or anything?
Nothing.
Mr. Attorney?
Nope.
Anybody on the commissioners have any open
I
discussion?
think we need to congratulate our chairman for being Citizen of the Year.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Long overdue.
That's right.
Congratulations.
It's quite an honor to be associated with the people that's won that award. I'm telling you, it's very, very surprised and, kind of, it really sets you thinking about the people that's held that office, so, or that award. I really appreciate it. Seeing no other discussion, our next meeting is March the 11th. Meeting's adjourned.